Good afternoon, everybody. Let us consider general ability for these 3 days. From the weightage point of view, this covers 15%, right? As all of you know this fact. 10 questions for which 15 marks are allotted. The cutoff marks will be just above 25. So if you can score at least 10 marks, rest of the part would be very easy. Of these 10 questions, you get 5 questions each from numerical ability and verbal ability. Coming to numerical ability, you will get 4 questions of 2 marks type and 1 question is of 1 mark type. 1 question is of 1 mark type. Whereas coming to verbal ability, you get 4 questions of 1 mark type and 1 question is of 2 marks type. So if you observe 4 questions of 2 marks type, so 8 marks plus 1 mark. So of this 19, 9 marks is for numerical ability, whereas 4 into 1, 4 plus 1 into 2, 2. 6 marks are for verbal ability. Please take down fast. Okay, coming to numerical ability. Let us consider what areas you need to focus on. You have arithmetic where you have number system, basics of arithmetic, ratios, proportions, averages, percentages, application of these in terms of time and work, time, speed and distance, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, apart from these you have permutations, combinations, and probability. You have basics of sets, application of them in terms of Venn diagrams. You also have series, number series. Please take down fast. Coming to verbal ability, you have vocabulary, which consists of synonyms, antonyms, analogies, sentence completion. Then you have grammar, followed by critical reasoning. Please take down fast. Let us start with a very small question. Find the average of first 5 prime numbers. Find the average of first 5 prime numbers. Take a minute to solve this. Okay. First prime number happens to be even number. By the way, what do you mean by a prime number? Let us consider the factors. Factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Factors of 3 are 1 and 3. Factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Factors of 7 are 1 and 7. Factors of 11 are 1 and 11. We are talking about factors. What do you see here? Common factor is 1. Okay. There is also one more thing that you observe. The other factor. What is the other factor? Number itself. So put together 2 factors. All of these have 2 factors, right? So any prime number will have exactly 2 factors. One of them happens to be universal factor 1 and the other happens to be the number itself. Other one happens to be the number itself. Okay. So if you consider natural numbers, these can be divided into 3 categories: prime, composite and 1. What is the prime number? Let us consider this based on number of factors. Number of factors for prime number is 2, for composite more than 2, and for 1 it is just 1. You can as well divide natural numbers based on even or odd, based on divisibility by 2. So divisible by 2. Here it is yes, here it is no. Okay. By the way, if you consider superset of natural numbers, it is whole number set. It also has 0, right? If you consider superset for whole numbers, integer set, it has negative values. If you consider superset for integers, you have rational numbers. Extra ones are fractions. If you consider superset of rational numbers, real numbers, where the other one is irrational. If you consider superset of real numbers, complex, where the other set is imaginary. Please take down fast. Okay, let us take a problem. Sum of first two of three consecutive odd numbers is 33 more than the third number. Find middle number. Take a minute to solve this. Okay. So if you observe, middle number let us say is m. Its before number would be 2 less and its next number would be 2 more. Let us give an example. Let us consider an example. 15, 19, 17. 15, 17, 19, right? So if you say this is a middle number, this is 2 less, this is 2 more. Okay. So what is given? Sum of the first two, that is m minus 2 plus m. Sum of the first two is 33 more than the third number. It is equal to 33 more than the third number. 33 more than the third number. Okay. Supposed to find the middle number. So m happens to be 37. Please take down fast. Find the number of multiples of 13 between 400 and 800. Take a minute to solve this. Okay. Let us consider multiples of 13 less than or equal to 400. What I am trying to say is 13 into 1, 13, 13 into 2, 26. 13 into 30, 390. So less than 400. How many multiples of 13 are there? 13 ones are, 13 twos are, 13 30s are. That means 30 multiples of 13, right? Less than 400. Similarly, if you consider 13 into 31 till 13 into, let us say 60. 13 into 60 will give you 780. You have one more multiple. 13 into 61. You get 793. So less than 800. How many multiples are there? Less than 800, you have 61 multiples. 61 multiples of 13. So between 400 and 800, how many are there? 31 multiples. So the answer is 31. This is a lengthy explanation. Let us consider shortcut. $400 if you divide by 13, you get 30 as quotient. Similarly, you get 10 as remainder. 800 if you divide by 13, you can double this, you can as well double this. That is one much finer shortcut. Otherwise, 61, you get 7 as a remainder. Okay, so less than 430, less than 861. So between these two, 31 multiples. Please take down fast. Okay. A number when divided by 180, a number when divided by 180 leaves remainder 50. Find the remainder when the number is divided by, you take two cases. First case, you take two cases. First case you take 30, second case take 40. Take a minute to solve this. Okay. What is given? A number when divided by 180 leaves remainder 50. Leaves remainder 50. Okay. You want to know if the same number is divided by 30, what is going to be the remainder? Similarly, if the same number is going to be divided by 40, what is going to be the remainder? Okay, let us say quotient is q. Now how do you express n in terms of 180, q and 50? N is equal to 180q plus 50, right? N is equal to 180q plus 50. Now if you divide n by 30, this part 180q is divisible, right? 180q is divisible by 30, right? You get remainder 0. Whereas this part, if it is divided, what I am doing here, 180q divided by 30 plus 50 divided by 30. We want remainder. 180 when it is divided by 30, you get remainder 0. 50 when it is divided by 30, you get remainder 20. So for A, the answer is 20. Now let us consider for B. If n is divided by 40, 180q when it is divided by 40, we want to know how much is the remainder. Similarly, 50 when it is divided by 40, you want to know what is the answer in terms of remainder, right? 180q when it is divided by 40, what is the remainder? Can't say. Why? 180 is not a multiple of 40. In the previous case, 180 was multiple of 30, so we didn't bother about q. Here, 180 is not a multiple of 40. It all depends on q. Suppose q is equal to 2. If q is equal to 2, 180q is divisible by 40. If q is equal to 3, 180q is not divisible by 40. So you either get 0 or 20. You either get 0 or you get 20 here. Whereas 50 when divided by 40, you will get damn sure 10. So what is going to be the answer? It is 10 or 30. That means what? It might be 10, it might be 30. That means concretely you are not able to say, right? So 10 or 30, which implies can't say, or data is insufficient. Please take down fast.